Hello there, chat. Good afternoon, chat. It's a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. How's it going? Hopefully everyone's having a good Wednesday. We've had quite the busy Wednesday already. Getting on just a touch late today. I do appreciate you guys hanging out until we were able to get on. It's been quite a busy week here at work. So much so that I will probably only get 2 drafts in here. However, I think that is plenty of magic. Maybe a little Q game later. But what are we playing today? We're playing. That's not a deck list. We're not playing a deck today. We're playing some draft. We're playing draft because because it's the Masters 25 release on MTGO. Now I know everyone else is doing this as well. You could basically scroll through everything that's being played right now and be like, yep, draft. You could do that, but M25 has a special place in my heart. Why? Because I have been, not continuously, but I've been playing Magic pretty much on and off now. And I want to say I've been playing it on and off now. Let's see here. If I do the math, for 20 years. 21-ish. 21 to 20-ish years. So I'm not quite at 25, but I'm kind of at that 20 mark myself. I remember I could buy boosters of Ice Age, Mirage, Legends, Revised. I could get boosters of those. Draft. You're right. Draft is fun. But I remember I could buy all those. My store, when I initially went, they did have some beta boosters as well. Not a lot of those, obviously, because I think I was about 3 years actually before the start, so I might have been 22 years of playing now. They had just a few of those, but they were like super pricey. I was like, well, I just want the Ice Age ones. I was a kid at the time, obviously, playing some good stuff there. My first booster box, I was obviously not very versed when I first started Magic, and so I continuously bought the starter deck, thinking I'd get something new. And I think at that point you could get like different rares, but generally the cards were about the same. And I think I spent most of my money as a kid on these things that basically wouldn't change. And because the rarity symbol wasn't gold, I'm pretty sure I got some things that I got some cards that were taken away from me from people that I didn't realize how good they were. Might have been some things, but that is my story from long ago. My first booster box was Ice Age because for some reason at that time I enjoyed Ice Age cool kind of things, stuff like that. I remember having the 12/12 artifact creature, so on and so forth. I kind of took a little hiatus. We actually moved around a lot, and I again came back in, and there was like these equipments and Mirrodin block. Kind of like crazy. What is this? So on and so forth up until I would consider myself adult now. So what are we doing? We're gonna play Masters 25. Hopefully relive a couple fun things here. Maybe get some cool cards. We are actually not going to play the Phantom version. We are going to play the hardcore intermediate Swift draft. So we're going to get all of our games in, but we're drafting not necessarily for value. Not necessarily. But we're drafting to retain these cards for good memories. Costs a little more to join this league, but we get to keep the cards, and you know, maybe we get a Jace. Who knows? Be a rich boy. No, Fluffy cashing in that Wasteland from that pack yesterday, and was like, yeah, let's go get more good cards. Incoming, what is it? The tree? There's a tree, right? Tree of Redemption Mythic. Gotta first pick that one. I like keeping the cards. I don't remember. Don't remember. All right. Ooh. Invigorate's kind of nice. That one's actually, I think, worth something too. Isn't it? All right. Totally worth 0.3 ticks. All right, what do we got in here? We have Rat Catcher. Fear. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library for a rat card. That needs some work. We got 2 of these. Other creatures go get +1/+1. Brainstorm. Squadron Hawk's kind of cool. Relentless Rats is in here too. It might be just Rat Catcher here. I don't see anything else I'm super excited about in this first pack. Thinking it's Rat Catcher here. Maybe we'll wheel the Relentless Rats. Maybe we'll go crazy rat shenanigans here. All right, what do we got here? Giant Growth, Ambassador. This guy's way too expensive. It's a 5/5. Protection from white. Defenders. Timber Pack Wolf was something I liked way back in the day. Unearth. Return target creature card with confirm as 3 or less. Looter is sweet. Oh, that's true. Merfolk Looter. That's true. I like that. Draw this card. Kind of go through our deck. I like that. I think that's an option here. Otherwise, I'm not overly excited about all this. We might just wheel this because it's so hard to cast. Alright, let's do the Looter here. Alright, there's a Notion Thief. Whenever deals combat damage to player, you may draw a card. That's kind of nifty, right? There's the Bear, some preventing combat damage. The Ripper's pretty decent. It's a nice morph. I kind of like the Infiltrator. Notion Thief's pretty good too. I think Infiltrator's where I want to be. Notion Thief's like good, but not like, probably not in the drafting format. What do we want back from this pack? Probably like nothing. Alright, what else we got going on here? There's another Squadron Hawk. Someone's gonna have the Squadron Hawk deck. Doing gains, returns to the battlefield under its owner's control. So this is like a reanimation thing. This is nice. This is a counter spell. Another Timber Pack. It's actually not a whole lot in here. We might just take Squadron Hawk, and if we wheel that other Squadron Hawk, we could always go white as well. Let's do that. I don't want the person having lots of Squadron Hawks. Not that we play against them necessarily. Alright, Bloodhunter Bat is pretty decent. This is a good flyer. Drain as well. Conflux, man. Solid. Conflux. This bird is also pretty good. It's really expensive though, but it can cycle and fix our mana. Another Ruthless Ripper. Still kind of like those. I think the bat is where we want to be here. If we were in white a little more, we'd be here. We'll take this. We'll take this bat. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not quite all the way around yet. I'm borrowing 100,000 arrows. The equipment could be decent here, I suppose. The Unearth is maybe reasonable. We don't have too many things low cost, but we'll take the Unearth. Not a crazy card. I mean, Supernatural Stamina could be it too. Kind of does the same thing. think I like the Cycler just a little more. Oh, there's another one. Alright, Diabolic Edict is probably where we want to be here. Court Hustler's okay, but you need kind of white to do some interesting things. You know, 1-3. Need that white. I think Diabolic Edict's good here. It's a removal. Maybe not the best with wide boards, but yeah, we did see more on Earth. we did. Here's the bat again. And at the beginning of your end step, didn't attack. Deals 2 damage to you unless it came under your control this turn. It's a lot of text. I think I want another bat. Evasion's good. A 2-3 bashing in, then just dying. The Prism's kind of nice as well. It's a pure value card. I think I want the bat here. I like the bat. Evasion's good. The draining invasion. Alright, this is our pack from earlier. I'm not like super excited about any of this in here at this point. We might just take the Assembler because we like it a little more than the 2-4 flyer. The 2-4 flyer though is kind of nice as well. Yeah, the rats didn't wheel. We took the rat catcher, the rat didn't wheel. It's all good. Maybe we take the flyer, the ghost ship. Let's take the flyer. Let's see here. Probably this defender here. I don't really see a reason to take any of this here. This is a Cycler. Cycles. I'll take an Arcane Denial. We're kind of in the blue-black at the moment. Doesn't mean we're gonna stick there, but we have a one Squadron Hawk. I do like this guy. This guy's good. Get that down on turn 3. Another cycling. Actually, let's take the Griffin. We'll take the Griffin in case we go white. We'll take a creature. Kind of like Esper at the moment. Squadron Hawk and Griffin are the weakest cards here. Okay. Interesting. Little gaining life. Alright. Woohoo! Maybe we should be black, chat. Maybe we should be. There's a Squadron Hawk. There's absolutely no blue. There's a counterspell. This seems good, chat. Hard to cast, but great. 3 color is probably impossible. That's fine. I think I want this Obliterator. It just calls to me. It's like I want to obliterate worlds. I want it so bad. I have to, chat. What have I done? Interesting. Will-O-Wisp. Twisted Aberration. Turn 5 or even turn 6 is pretty good. This pack is not super exciting. I guess we could take the stamina. This gets swamp cycling. It's kind of nice. Maybe we take that. This Will-O-Wisp is just a consistent blocker. Actually, let's take the Will-O-Wisp. Nah, I don't like Brainstorm. I like the Will-O-Wisp. Actually, I didn't realize it had regenerate. A little flying 0-1, but regenerated all the time. Seems good. I think I will take that. I mean, Brainstorm's like a draw 1. A draw 1 and see what I'm going to do for the next couple turns. Alright, there's a Ruthless Ripper in here. Curse Catcher's not very good. And there's a counter spell. Might be just worth it to get the counter spell here. Although I do like the Ruthless Ripper here. can't really morph it. Just a 1/1 death touch. Maybe we just take Counterspell. 2/2 assembly. I don't think I want Curse Coucher. Counterspell's like okay. Nicobolus. Nicobolus, I want you, man. Reveal a red card to Morth. We have Dusk Legion. We have another bat. Let's reveal a red card, I thought. Thought it said red. Well, if it's black, then I goofed a little bit. I thought it was red, but... Alright, do we like Dusk Legion, draw a card, or do we like another bat here? I love this bat. I think Dusk Legion's where I want to be. This bat is cool. But I don't mind drawing a card as well. Kind of replaces itself. Here's Ruthless Ripper. So reveal... No, it's reveal a black card. You're correct. So we could take it. a little 2/1. This is a rat. It's our first rat. Maybe we just take the rat because we're playing Rat Catcher. Can go get out another rat. I like that over Ruthless Ripper. 2/1. Can't block. We've been seeing a lot of Ruthless Rippers. I like this. Let's see here. Yeah. Look, it's a disenchant. Take the Cutthroat there. Okay, what do we got here? We have a flying with an island cycling. This is that bird. We have another counter spell. We have this Raiders thing that I'm not a wild fan of. Twisted Image. I kind of like the island cycling. You like Twisted? Oh, that's true. It's a draw card. Twisted is OP. Alright, we'll take a Twisted. The art on this is really cool too. Oh ho ho, Simian Spirit Guide. What are you doing in here, man? Alright, sacrifice creature gets +2/+2. The ghoul is probably where we want to be. I mean, this is a good 3/3. It's a 3/3 and we can turn it on too. Maybe that. Oh, 4/1 and cackle. That's true. Alright, we're going to take the return balance over the ghoul because we don't want to sacrifice our creatures. And we can actually make this a non-defender basically. Get ghoul, you said? Nah. This is a 3/3 over the 2/2. I guess we're taking the Graders here. There's nothing else in this pack. I don't want this. I don't think. My curve is whack. Yes, it is. Curve is amazing. My curve is amazing. Don't worry about it. Take a Spell Bomb, I suppose. Alright. Supernatural or Twisted? I feel like Twisted is good here. Helps fix our mana on the other side. Supernatural's pretty nice though too. Let's do one Supernatural. Alright, there's a Ruthless Ripper. We'll take that. Let's just take Jackal Pup because it's iconic. It's another Unearth. We don't need that. We'll take the Swift Boots. We'll take we'll take Zada. Oh, another Jackal Pup. Another jackal pup. Yeah, we have an awesome curve. I don't know what you're talking about. Who needs 3 drops? It's all about the 4 drops here. All the bats. We could have been bat tribal here, but we skipped out on 1 bat. And we have exactly 1 rat for Mr. Rat Catcher. Here we go. Here we go. All right. What are we looking at here? Rat Catcher's kind of meh right now. Dark Ritual is kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. I know we're not doing anything too crazy with it, but it intrigues me. Death Head Buzzard's probably decent as well. All creatures get -1/-1. It's kind of nice. Do we have a lot of -1/-1? We got 1, 2. Basically have 2. Seems good. We'll get this bird here. I think that's good to start filling out the 3 slot here. Alright, assembly worker wouldn't be bad in the 3 slot here. The wisp? The wisp is a spirit. There's an Animar. Maybe just take him just for funds. Because we don't see really anything else that we want. Another Ruthless Ripper, I suppose, is decent. Animar for the funsies. This Ruthless Ripper is probably where we should be. Is that a Foliothalia? It looks like it. I don't know. You want me to just take the Foliothalia? Pretty sure it's foil. We'll take Foliothalia. I don't think an extra Ruthless Slipper is where we want to be. Actually helps my Thalias. Alright, ooh, there's a Disfigure. Another Dark Ritual. Makes me almost want to take the Dark Rituals so I can just like ramp out a Phyrexian Obliterator or something ridiculous. No blue. Someone else has blue. An assembly worker we could get. Get the Disfigure. Yeah, we don't really have any removals, surprisingly enough. So Disfigure, Vampire, and we have a Living Death. Each way exiles all creature cards from his or her graveyard, then sacrifices all creatures he or she controls, and puts all cards this way into the battlefield. This seems good, chat. What do we think? What do we think? Living Death. And we have a Spell Bomb. I don't think I want the Lacerator. I think Living Death. Let's do Living Death. Look, you can get one of them again. Put a plot counter and 5 more plot counters on it. Destroy up to 2 target creatures. So this is removal. Slower. I kind of like it. It's slower, but I don't mind. We do need some stuff for removing. I'm building hyper aggro. I wouldn't say hyper aggro, but do we like deadly designs or do we want the Lacerator? What do we think? I think deadly designs is maybe what. Although the Lacerator we could do and try to go for that hyper aggro that you're talking about. Too late. All right. Well, we have a Street Wraith in here. Heard that's decent. Defender, Primal Clay can be different things. Kind of want just the Street Wraith. I can cycle it. Protection from white is decent. Maybe we should be doing that. Instead of paying 5, pay 6 and get a better card. This has Swamp Walk though. Protection from white's probably a big deal though. Let's do that. Really don't see a whole lot. We'll get the returned here. Oh, there's a Rugged Prairie in here. I guess we'll take the bear. I'll just take the Rugged Prairie just because there's nothing else in here that interests me. Here's his Urg Raiders. We'll take another one of those, I suppose. We're basically mono black at this point. I suppose Assembly Worker's not bad here. Take Alpha Lightning. Another Spell Bomb or Lacerator. We'll take a Lacerator here. Take her. We can cast her. This is an okay set of 40 cards we're assembling here. We might just completely... I don't want to say we're going to completely nix blue, but we're going to be very, very light on blue. Very light, if we even consider it. There's almost a reason to play blue. It's like we got a playset of these things. Oh, what kind of deck have we drafted? We need just a touch of blue, but Ghost Ship probably is going. Alright, we'll take Ghost Ship out. I think the Looter is potentially interesting, and the Twisted Image feels good, and the Counterspell. Counterspell's a little harder to cast though, so Counterspell maybe, unless we're like really feel like we need it. So we could actually cut like probably some of these returned ones. Yep, I could see Assembly Worker being cut. You get Arcane Denial. Your counter target spell, its controller may draw up to 2. You may draw a card at the beginning of your next turn's upkeep. That's true. I could. I'm not sure I want to do that. But I could. What else do we want to cut here? Yeah, Spellbomb can be a sideboard card. That's fair. That's fair. Let's bump this up one more, this one down one more. So 3 islands and the rest swamps. That seems fine. It's an idea. Zale's going super deep on our poor decision cards here. Our poor decision cards. Alright, I think this is what we're gonna go with. We're basically mono black. Mono black with a couple blue cards that seemed interesting. And give it a whirl here, chat. Alright. 4th island obtained. Now we're going. I think 3 would have been fine. I think 3 would have been fine. But we'll go with chat. We'll go to a 4th. All right. Let's see us crash and burn, chat. We lost the dice roll. We basically lost this game. We should move on to the next game. I'll concede. All right. Looks good to me. Keep. Everything we could dream of. Little removal. Little creature. We got our 4th land. We're just going to cast this. We're going to beat in. I'm not going to morph that. You silly opponent. Psh, I'm going to show you what's up. Mono black, here we go. Yeah. The rat. It is the rat. Will they trade? Alright, they trade. We play the rat. Now our rat catcher is useless. Horrific card. Cultivate. Why would you do that, opponent? That's just silly. That's just silly. What'd they get? Plains, plays of plains, and they have a forest in hand? It's a nice looking forest. Here we go. Ho ho ho! We'll see what they're ramping to. We'll see what they're ramping to. But we have got them to 18 by turn 4. Ooh, they played a plains. They have 1 forest in hand. It's the Griffin. Let's see here. I feel like we just attack here and see what they do. We can disfigure something. Yeah, I think we'll disfigure that. Seems fine. Seems fine. We can play Obliterator next, or we can Diabolic Edict something. Oh ho ho! Look at this thing. Could you sacrifice that for me, please? Goodbye. Goodbye. Let's play the Obliterator. Exactly. We edict whatever they ramped into. That was tasty. Oh. Blocks of creatures, destroy that creature and him. Oh. Spicy stuff. No fear. Seemed good, chat. Our opponent gave up. Our opponent gave up. We didn't do anything bad. We just played Obliterator. Deadly Designs is kind of cute, especially since we want to be at that kind of 4 spot. It's a touch slow, but it's what, 2 to 3 turns basically. We were on the draw, by the way, chap. It was a good. That was a good hand. All right, this one's just as good. We'll keep this. Our 1 island to go with our awesome cards here. Oh, Nettle, calm down over there. Look at this curve. Someone was telling me about the curve. Ooh. Gets to fight me. There goes our lacerator. They get him for 3. That's pretty good. It's pretty good of them. Play our defender out here. Good old defender. Watchwolf. Ooh. Watchwolf's a good one. Alright, no attacks. I don't think we're attacking this turn. We're playing something else. So we won't show that we have great cards yet. You just came in, buddy. You just came in, buddy. Calm down with your triggers. No attacks from our opponent. Oh, it's a good card. Let's see what they do here. We either take 2 or whatever. They may or may not block. We're gonna let's act like we're thinking. We're thinking hard about this. Thoughts. Yes. The infiltrator. Fear is pretty good in this matchup, I will say that. Are they going to attack this time? Ooh. They're getting in. Ooh, they're getting frisky here. Well, I think we have to block. The question is, can they pump this? They probably can. I think I'm okay with that, though. +2/+2. Cool. Alright. That's fine with us. That is... Oh, this is looking good. Let's try to get maximum value out of it, too. Draw a card? Yes. Let's play our bat out. We have Disfigure up, although I don't really want to use it since we have Living Death here. I might try to go like super crazy on this Living Death here. See if they play one more creature here. Play a creature. One more creature. We attack in. Yes. We get to attack in. So we're gonna lose this card here. Or do we want... No. We don't want to be too greedy here. We're just gonna attack in here. We're gonna get our extra draw in, and we're gonna play Living Death. I think this is pretty deep. We get to draw a card. We have Rat Catcher. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with that. That's a good switcheroo there. That was a good switcheroo. Our opponent's was on 2 mana. We get to probably disfigure something here. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that board state. Oh, they're cultivating. Gonna get to hit for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo. 9, play out this guy. Leave up removal. Understood. We're gonna take some damage. Oh. And we play him. Oh, Swamp. Oh, what was that? That was fun in a bottle. Fun in a bottle. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can repeat that. That was smooth sailing there. I liked how we didn't kill any of their creatures and then just living death. It's a good wrath effect too. Ooh, we're against TX 20,000. Must be a robot or something. Alright, we're going to keep this. We have Looter, Urg Raiders, and the Buzzard. We do have too many islands, but that's alright. Ooh, a goblin. A goblin. Alright, so I think we're going to get Urg Raiders down. The Zealot. We can play Looter a little bit later. The Looter can be a little bit more like in turn 4 or 5 probably. Our opponent didn't have anything. That's interesting. Play our Urg Raiders here. Pass the turn. 1 mana. They must have really good 1-drops, or they have some crazy 2-drops or something. Protection from white doesn't seem very good here. This Buzzard could be pretty good against our opponent. Especially to play a couple extra X1s. Are they going to pay to prevent us from blocking? Oh boy. Oh, opponent. That's not what you want to be doing. That's not what you want to be doing, opponent. Alright, we're just going to curve out with our flyers here. I'm not worried at the moment. Play our bat, then we'll probably play both of these. Oh, opponent, what have you done? We're not going to know much else they're doing here. I think I pay for this one. Nope. That's fine. Oh, opponent, you must have something, opponent. Alright, so they're burn-ish. Yeah, so they're burn-ish. They must have a lot on 2. I can only imagine they have a lot on 2. Part of me wants to play like the Looter next. There's a Bolt. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent. Maybe they have like 14 lands in their deck. I don't know. Let's draw a card here. And we'll play a Looter out as well. That way we can do some cool stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6 will give us a 5/5 here. Alright, our opponent concedes burn-ish, probably, question mark. Needs to get to 2 probably to do some crazy stuff. It was kind of a... I took all his jackal pups. Sadly, we're in a league, so couldn't have taken his, but someone else might have. But yeah, I should just play these, and when we lose, I'll just be like, reveal hand. Look at these cards I had for you. can remove from sideboard, apparently. I wonder what this Thalia is worth. Foil Thalia. I don't even think Thalia is worth much. Oh, it's a ticket. It's like one ticket. Not bad. All right, so what our opponent's doing is they're adding basics to their deck. Adding all the basics to their deck. All of them. Yeah, that one. That basic too. I dropped them on the floor. Alright, well, this figure seemed like it could be decent. We have all the lands we need. Our opponent is super slow, clearly. Uh-oh, they have 2 lands. Alright, well, we got all the lands we need now. Oh, not mono red. Sneaky opponent. Uh-oh. I guess we could have played the swamp and tried to play a Phyrexian Obliterator on curve. That's too big. Oh, could get first strike too. And it has reach. Alright, deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have basically half of our lands now. Flooding out real hard. Hey! Hordeling Outburst, man. Look at these guys. Rancor. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This isn't good. Edict seems real bad here. Edict seems real bad. But maybe we can kill some goblins off. Kill one, disfigure one, kill one, edict. It's gonna take a while. It'll take a while. In the gum. Oh. Well, I don't want to block that. Oh my gosh. It got double strike. Holy Toledo. I will have to attack with Urg Raiders. Urg Raiders. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, we're going to just concede this one. I'm not sure a card off the top would do it. I suppose Living Death would have. Alright, we know what our opponent's up to now. A little red-green monsters craziness. Alright, yes, I'd like to play first. No! What kind of hand is this? Have to mulligan it. We need at least 2 lands. Oh my gosh. Alright. We'll bottom that. The deck is being cruel to us. Looter. Looter. That was one land into no lands. Is a little harsh. They can bolt this. Oh. They had their bolt. This is gonna be bad. Well, we have a rat. It's not bad, I suppose. Land obliterator. How about that? That would be great. Oh ho ho. Land. One more land and obliterator. That's all we would like. It would be great. I have to imagine they're gonna have their green mana that they need. Ooh, maybe they don't. Hordeling Outburst. Doesn't stop my rat. There's the land. I asked for the lands into Obliterator. Come on, deck. Just on the top. I summoned the Obliterator. One time. Ho ho ho. We'll take 3. Come on, Obliterator. Come on. Come on. Right here. Okay. Okay. Gonna get hit for 5 here. It's not the worst, I suppose. Oh gosh. I'm hoping that they need green mana. That is about all I'm hoping for right now. I think I'm good. All right. I think I want to draw. Let's go ahead and draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll get in with the rat, and we'll keep Looter to block. We're gonna block one of these 3/3s. This is dangerous because they have burn. Oh. Okay. Trumpet Blast. Alright, Trumpet Blast does it. Trumpet Blast smashes our face in pretty nicely there. Alright, what are we looking at? This is a little good starting hand. Nothing too crazy here. We'll keep this. Can become a 2/2. Can become a 3/2, sorry. Interesting card. Not a whole lot going on there for our 0/1. Well, our opponent didn't play anything. They must have drawn that. Must have drawn it. Ooh. Blue-black over there, I see. The rat. It's the rat. What's my deck? Some sort of combo I'm stalling into? Nope, it's just creatures. Just creatures. I don't really think there's that many combos in the M25 draft. Nothing special over here. Hey, look, it's the ghost ship. It's the ghost ship. So we're not really in any fear of them just hurting us here. We'd have a Obliterator in our deck. You have the rat guy. I don't have anything crazy. I guess Obliterator is pretty nice. We'll block this. We'll block. Regen our little flyer here. Seems alright. Whenever it dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card with converted mana cost 3 or less. You may cast that without paying its mana cost. But I'll reveal. So this is essentially Cascade. Put a counter. I need what? 5 or more? So we're a little ways away. See? Rat Catcher. 4, 5, 6. I just play Rat Catcher here. Seems fine to me. And we do have one rat to go get, so it is a draw one, a delayed draw one. Twisted Image is sweet, by the way. I love the art. Ooh, flying, right? Yep, 3/2 flying, so they're gonna hit us for 5, I suppose. That's fine. Hey, they have one of those too. Yes, please. We'll get our rat. We'll draw our card. I think I would like to play my rat. Do I want to attack with this or not? I could also attack with this. You can block. I suppose that's fine. We got to get through their cards here anyway at some point. Yeah, they double block. I'm gonna get rid of one. That's the idea here. Do I care about this one going off? Probably a little bit. We'll wait for that to go off here. I think I'm good with that. We'll get there. Gonna boot up this guy again. A morph. Nifty. Nifty morph. All right, we'll put 2 more counters on here. Can do some cool stuff with that. Let's loot. Don't need this swamp. Ugh. All right, we'll hold this swamp for now. If you destroy up to 2 target creatures. Kind of want to get rid of this ghost ship, but I doubt they're going to tap blue. I doubt they'll tap blue. The other thing we could do is kill Cutthroat and the Keeper. It's an option as well. Oh, something's being turned. It's a 3-2. Well, this is nice. Can't be blocked. The regen here. I'm trying to think if I want to kill the Treasure Keeper and this or not. Can at least put 1 more counter on it so it's cheaper. Do we want to kill anything? Could do Mystic and the Treasure Keeper. I guess let's see what we draw here. Let's do a redraw here. Well, we can at least put this out. Let's go ahead and get frisky here. All right. So we have regen mana up. We can Twisted Image and we can Deadly. Deadly's probably got to go after Mystic here. Pop the enchantment themselves. Oh, they probably could. I suppose they could, right? I suppose they could. We'll kill these two. I would still sacrifice, but you're saying it would force me to trigger it, right? What'd they get here? They got a little... That's not bad for them. All right. Oh. Oh. We're playing like the mirror here. Understood, I'm gonna lose a life. Let's go ahead and loot here. I believe I can find something a little more interesting. Not finding a whole lot. Definitely not finding a whole lot. All right, maybe they block with the infiltrator. Who knows? Yeah. Thanks, infiltrator. That was probably the best way to get rid of that. All right, this is a 5-5. Can do some work. Can do some work, I'm sure. It's a lot to activate. Question is, do they activate this 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They could do that. Okay, so this cannot be blocked. That works for me. 2 damage. Get the draw card. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Land. Looter. Ooh, that's a good card. 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. This becomes would die. Let's loot. See if we can get something a little better. I think I want to leave Will-O-Wisp up as long as I can. The bat isn't bad. The bat isn't bad because it keeps us alive longer. All right. I like the bat. Oh. Okay. We are going to be attacking this turn, if able. We are able. See, this is a taxi if able. Do we want to enable this here? Let's see here. So they block here, and then we do 2, 4 damage. We could leave this as a defender as well, which is good against the cutthroat. I think that's fine. Doesn't hurt to have an extra blocker here. Doesn't hurt to have an extra blocker. We'll have Blood Hunter Bat and this guy. Blocks here, can block either here or here. Stays alive. Why didn't I play the Infiltrator? I guess I sort of felt like, well, I guess one thing is I was thinking about maybe activating this or not, but I like the 5/5 body a little bit better. Than the 1/3. I guess it's 1 guaranteed versus the 5 is not necessarily guaranteed. It would be an extra body down, I suppose, as well. All right, 3/2 flyer. It's probably the one we block here of these two because it does the most damage. We could also just take 5 here and then swing in. What happens if we do that? Take 5 and then we swing in with the team. Take 5. Can we do that? Go to 4. And we're dead in the air if they have any blockers. I guess we block. The result's the same. They replay this and then they can still activate this. It's true. So they get 2 draws out of it. They'll get 2 draws. They can play something here. Otherwise, they get 1 draw. 3, 4. Would have made it unblockable. I think part of me wants to just prevent this 3, because if they want to play it back out, and then they'd reactivate it, almost everything we have kills it. And that way we're taking 2, and then we could take 5 next turn. 7. I think that's fine. We have another bat. We could draw our other bat. We have Obliterator. We have some of our removal pieces still. Disfigure is still up there somewhere. So they get this card back, the falls, and they get to draw 1 extra card. Play the falls. Is that their only play, though? Alright, so we have a Living Death. What is this? Leaves us with 5 mana, 6 if we play the land. What do they have getting back? A Shadow, the Treasure, the Mystic, returned. We have a bat coming back. That's true. We can get them to 2. Yeah. That's true. We'll hold Will-O-Wisp back. Doesn't do anything. Let's see what we get here. Little Genju. Little Genju. I don't think we're going to get them to 2, but we'll see. We'll see. I do like the bat draining. I also like if they kill a couple things here just doing this anyway, because we have a lot of things that come back. Oh yeah, this Cutthroat can't block, yes. Interesting. They're gonna go over here. This does 3. You are right, this can't. Oh ho ho! Zale with the strategies. Zale with the strategies. I'll play my land just in case something weird. Got him. Got him, coach. Even so, we have, this is a pretty good board we come back with. They got a little extra there on their last couple things, but it's pretty good. That was very close. I enjoyed that quite a bit. It's a very good game. I did enjoy that. The spell bomb's kind of interesting with that Genju thing. I think I'm just gonna submit. When drafting, there's not a whole lot you change between games. Not a whole lot. Yeah, 1 lander. Mull. Alright. Put that on top. We're going to swing in. We're going to draw. We're going to do it all, chat. Going to try to hit this on curve. Dusk is the next one to play. Ooh. Ooh, Cutthroat. Oh, Will-O-Wisp, you're behind. You're behind, man. Looks like we're not going to hit it on curve. It's alright. Here's his morph again. Block. Play that out, play this out, pass the turn. All right, we're ready. The bat's not bad here. Obliterator's a couple turns away. We'll get there though. We'll get there. Uh-oh. Going the wrong direction here. I think we want to play bat next. Bat next is fine here. Okay. Okay. Deadly Designs can come down here as well. They morphed. The 3-2 I can't block. Alright. We're getting closer. Getting closer. We can get rid of this unblockable creature. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'm afraid they're going to get Counterspell up here before we get Obliterator down. I'm very, very scared of that. Very scared. This monk is pretty good. By the way, he's like halfway into the wall. Like halfway in the wall. Another morph. Uh-oh. Swamp. Yeah! Let's get it down! Boom. The Obliterator has arrived. Obliterator has arrived. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, the buzzard's not a bad one. The buzzard. All right. 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. Let's do some attacks here. Get interesting here. Time to get interesting. We can activate this enough so that Obliterator doesn't take like 4 points of damage. They basically be losing everything on their board side. Just like this. But we do want it to take 3. Ooh, okay. Oh. Let's see here. So I can kill these two. Let's see here. I can kill these two if I wanted to. Or I can just let them do all this damage to me, and then we have bat. Okay. We'll save this. I'm gonna regen Will-O-Wisp here. Will-O-Wisp. I don't think it works though, but boom. Sounds good. Have at it. Would you please sacrifice your board? Yeah, I think Will-O-Wisp just dies, but we're giving him a good thump, little fist bump there before he ends up getting obliterated here. And obliterated by this thing. Would you please sacrifice permanence? Thank you. Alright. Farewell. On stack. On stack. Kill 2 creatures. What? Confusing me. They just realized that they have to. Oh, there are plenty of triggers. They did 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They did 10 damage. They did 10 damage, so they were gonna sacrifice 10 permanents. Look at these. They're pretty. Alright. Not too bad. So we played this kind of quirky mono blackish deck with a couple blue cards. Actually, the looter didn't really show up until that final match, and it did some work there. We got 2 packs. Let's run it back. By run it back, I mean let's draft again. It was 3 rounds. You missed the first round. It's 3 rounds. It's Swiss. We're gonna play another one though, Zale. We're gonna play another one just for you, man. No, but it was 3. We destroyed this opponent pretty quick, and that was a close game, and then we won that last one. 2 packs. These packs are more expensive. Like if we got 3 wins, we're good. But these, I mean, this is like 12. They're like $6.99 or $7 or something like that. White, green, red, green, blue, black. Yep. So if you join here, you need 3 Masters and 4 event tickets. We got 2 Masters things, so we're gonna play again. We'll do this. We're probably not going to do this set too much because it's expensive to draft. But I have behind me, I have all of the unstable 25th anniversary posters all framed nice and neat. I don't know if I shared that with actually chat. Did I ever share that, my post with my stuff? I'll have to find it. All right, let's see what we get here. Blue Sun Zenith is our rare. We have a Supernatural at the bottom here as well. Watch Wolf. Arbor Elf's kind of juicy. By the way, I need to get 4 foil of these. I love that it has just a little bit of text, and I love that it's the star in the middle. The Zendikar star. Alright, what are we doing? A Cultivate, Arbor Elf, Blue Suns? Blue Suns doesn't seem like a very good card here. The Shade is decent, but we saw it wheel last time. I think I want the Arbor Elf. Let's see if we can get some green stuff going here. There's not a whole lot in this pack. Watch Wolf's pretty good. I do like a Watch Wolf, but it's kind of hard to cast without knowing if we're going to do green, black, green, blue, green, white, green, red. So we'll take this Arbor Elf, see where it leads us. A little ramp. A little ramp never hurt anyone. Let's see here. Did I ever share this? That's my, that's right behind me. They're laying down flat because I'm trying to find a place to hang them. Ooh. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 on counter. That's pretty good. Sentinel is not very good here. A lot of instants. I kind of like creatures. Squadron Hawks again. Squadron Hawks are decent. I think this snake, little green blue maybe. Snake is pretty tasty. A little hard to cast, but it's tasty. It's a good 3-drop. Epic Confrontation's kind of nice as removal. Giant Growth's not too bad either. I'm gonna take this snake. I like this snake. Snake. I use my Twitch Prime sub on someone else. I don't have snake emotes. I have dizzy emotes now. I have dizzy emotes. All right. Rancor's nice. The Ghoul's not too bad. Hey, there's Relentless Rats. Ambassador Oak is okay. Little 3/3. Rancor's pretty tempting here. There's this guide. The Merfolk Guide. Timber Pack. This is kind of nice. Kind of like the Rancor. I like this Oak as well. Maybe we take the Rancor. We could take the Ghoul as well. I'm going to take Rancor here. We don't really have anything to put it on just yet, but we're only a few cards in. There are a couple things I liked from there, but Rancor's pretty solid. It's also a an uncommon. Little harder to grab. I do wish these were a little bit more distinguishing. There's another Watch Wolf. Reserve that. Ghost Ship's pretty good. We saw that. Kind of tempted by this Watch Wolf. Lull's not bad. Watch Wolf's just kind of hard to cast, and we have a blue card, but we could stay in the white as well. I did like Ghost Ship, though. Ghost Ship's pretty good. It's evasive. I think Watch Wolf just gets outclassed or removed. We'll get a Ghost Ship. That evasion just speaks to me. Little flying. This is going to grow as well. It just speaks to me. Like there. There's some extra. Island cycling for a little ramp. Let's see here. The Elvish Aberration's good, but if we're going for 6, I don't want a 4/5. I want a 3/4 flyer. No other green cards. Someone else is green. 6. Plummet. Epic Confrontation. Path to Peace might be a reason to go white if we don't see too much blue and we start seeing a ton of white in the next pack. Plummet's not too bad actually as a sideboard card as well. The Epic Confrontation's pretty good too. It's a pseudo removal. Let's take the Confrontation here. We don't have big creatures yet, but they're decent sized creatures. By the way, up here in the draft window, it's the bird flock over here. We are the master bird, and then these are the other birds. Actually, you can see who's drafting with you. This is kind of cool. Alright, so we're going to take Kavu Climber. Draws a card, synergizes with our snake. Replaces itself. It is 5 mana for a 3/3, but I don't think I want the Myr. And Diabolic Edict's pretty decent, but you get what you get here. You only have 3 packs, and you're not going to play against these people, so it's not like you're needing to hate draft since we're in a league. So you just kind of got to play colors that you're seeing as they go around. Like this guy. Loxodon seems fine. Nobody is in red. That makes me a little worried here. Little worried. But I'm going to take this Loxodon. He can go technically in the 6th slot, and that's probably where we'll put him. The Morph isn't too bad either. Just throw him down as a 3. Could play him here too. So a 2/2. Morph is to me, Morph is a nice mechanic because it doesn't get stuck in your hand in the top ends. They usually sit kind of in the 4, 5s, and 6 slots. There's that Watch Wolf again. Blue Suns came back with Brown. It's kind of just tempting to take at this point. Choking Tethers I don't think I want. I don't think I want an assembly worker. Let's just take the blue suns. It's probably not being played. But late game, you know, you never know. Maybe we hit a lot of blue cards we like in the next pack. All right, Twisted's nice. Giant Growth is nice. The Sentinel you probably don't want. It's between Twisted and Giant Growth. I feel like Giant Growth might be just slightly better for what we're doing here. We could also do a Twisted. Let's do Twisted. It's an uncommon. We're likely to see another Giant Growth. Likely to see another Giant Growth. I did say I like this art. I like the dragon. He's like staring at himself in either the water or he's looking at something on him. Take a lull here. Maybe if we get into a swingy match against someone, the lull would be nice to have. They swing out, we fog. Fog for a turn. Alright, let's look at our next pack here. Finish off that one. Couple random cards there at the end. Alright. Ooh, Summoner's Pact. I don't know how much Summoner Pact is going for right now. Probably not a lot. Yeah, ticket or two. So let's not worry about that. They do look pretty taken up. We are going the other direction now. We could take Accumulate Knowledge or we can take this guy. We can make lots of insects. Is there a mana ramp spell in this set? Like a Wild Growth? I don't believe there is. This Nantuko is kind of interesting because we can make lots of creatures. I do like the Accumulated Knowledge though. Maybe we should do that. Feed the Real is kind of interesting too. I'm going to take the Nantuko. Blue Elemental Blast. I do like, yeah, Accumulated Knowledge and Pauper is pretty nice. I kind of want the Blue Elemental Blast just as a way to get rid of red stuff in case we run into it. Mainly because I don't see a whole lot here. This is a little bit of ramp as well, which is actually this is kind of nice. We're kind of low on the curve. This would allow us to get an extra land or two, or +1 land, and it would let us fix, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that based on what we see here. Let's do that. Ding. Ooh, Sundering Titan. Can we get up to a Sundering Titan? Or is that just too far up the chain here? I kind of want to. It's also kind of cool art. Sundering Titan isn't worth anything? Nah. This Ember Weaver's pretty good. It's a 2/3 with reach. The Kavu Climber we could have again. I think I want to take the Titan and try for it. It's a nice late game card. There's a Cultivate. Alright. Alright. Something could be happening here. It's a body. It's a 2/3 reach body. I like this. Cultivate. Cultivate seems fine. Based on everything else here, I mean the Dragon Eye's okay, but we're not gonna be able to. Well, I guess we can morph it, but you just look at their hand. Let's take the cultivate here. We won 2 and 1. All right, there's Ghost Ship and Prophetic Prism. Prophetic Prism is just simply mana fixing. I think we stick with a Ghost Ship here. What is this? Brime Elemental is interesting. What do we think of that? I think Ghost Ship's where we want to be. Brime is a time walk. It's a late game time walk. You could try it. I'm down for trying it. Versus the Ghost Ship. It is a 5/4. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. I don't like the crab. I've got lots of these. I'm going to take the Kavu Climber again. I think in this deck we're just looking to kind of be bigger than our opponent. I like the Kavu over the Horseshoe. I know this is a 3-drop, but it is only a 1/3. Let's get the Kavu Climber. Here we go. Here's a 4-drop. Target creature get +1/+5. It's a 4-drop. That's what I like. There's an accumulated knowledge. It's a shame we didn't take that other one. You can't say you're gonna get a bunch of them though. I like this 4/3 body. 8's a little much, but a 4/3 body looks fine. All right, Ambassador Oak looks better here than this guy. This guy's more expensive than our Sundering Titan. He's big. I think the Oak is fine. We have 2 Twisted Images. We have 2 Twisted Images. I don't want any more Twisted Images. I need some creatures. I like the Oak. It gives us an extra body as well. Alright, we're going to take this Accumulated Knowledge and maybe we'll just wheel that other one. What's this Vessel do? Top 4, you can put an artifact, creature, or enchantment, a land, or planeswalker from among them into your hand. So draw. I'm not wild about that. Let's do it in Accumulated Knowledge. No, that's cool. We kind of have the sideboard off to the side. Haha. Sideboard off to the side. Maybe we'll wheel those Accumulated Knowledges. Maybe we take Borrowing 1,000 Arrows. I guess we could take the Nettle. I'm just not wild about the Nettle. Yeah, here's this Weaver. It's a body. A little 2/3 reach body. Nothing wrong with that. This land was pretty good for that opponent. And get it back as well. It risks us losing a land though. I think Emberweaver is just a little bit better. Because we don't want to lose lands here. Totally Lost will be taken if we feel like we need to bounce something. I really don't like that 06. Hey, morph, look at opponent's hand. Not in draft. Maybe if something was standard or whatever. I guess we'll take another Woolly Loxodon. Yeah, it's 3 as the morph, but I don't want to put a bear out for 2 and watch it just disappear. Another Woolly here. These are going to be more like in the 3 slot here. This stuff's going to be in the 3 slot. Where did our Sundering Titan go? We don't really need it, either of these. Alright, let's see what's this last pack going to give us. What does the last pack give us? Last pack? Oh, another Nettle. Yeah, I'm not wild about these Nettle Sentinels. Hopefully we can find a replacement. It would be cool to ramp out to Sundering Titan, though. We're not looking to really destroy lands, but a big 7/10 is just really good. Really big, beefy creatures here. That's the plan here. Couple evasive creatures as well. All right, next pack. Pendlehaven. Chupacabra. We have another Woolly Loxodon on here. Cultivate's kind of interesting. I don't know if Pendlehaven's worth anything. I like Pendlehaven. It's a tick or two. I think Cultivate's where we got to be with this kind of the deck we're doing here. This Pendlehaven's art is really, really sweet, though. I have the original one in paper, but Cultivate's where we need to be based on like our curve and such. But Pendlehaven's sweet. We don't actually have that many 1/1s either. I'll take this Cultivate. I don't think there's anything else. The bat's in there. We like the bat. Oh, another Pendlehaven. I guess we could take another Kavu Climber. We can take another Flyer. It's foil. Oh, that's true. Does that make it more expensive? I'm not really excited about anything else. Maybe it's just fun to take the foil one. Can you redeem this set? You probably can, actually. I'll take the foil one, I suppose. I suppose I can take that. Nothing else jumps out at me. I don't need another Kavu Climber. Well, we're not going to play it. We'll just keep it as a nice memento of our evening. There's an accumulated knowledge. This is actually probably worth it now that we have two. Could snag a third one here. Don't want to nettle. Ooh, wait. Mystic of the Hidden Way was pretty good. Mystic or accumulated knowledge? We saw this do work. Mystic's pretty good. Can't be blocked. I think Mystic. Someone's gonna have the accumulated knowledge deck from this this pool. Let's take this Mystic. I like this. It's unblockable. Unblockable. Epic Confrontations removal at this point. I don't know if we want the Heavy Arbalest. I think the Confrontation's fine. We have two removals here. Big creatures. There's accumulated knowledge again. Here's a Trample 6/6 dinosaur. What's this? Discard card, creature. Nah. I think it's accumulated or Dreadmaw here. Dreadmaw's a 6/6. That's pretty big. Extra accumulated knowledge is kind of nice too, though. What do we think? We want a 6/6? Probably want the 6/6. I think we want the 6/6. We're gonna cultivate. We have Arbor Elf. Let's get the 6/6. All right. The guide is basically the only thing we can actually cast here, so we'll take the guide. A couple Fathom Sealers. Yep, unblockable. When it's turn face up, draw 2 cards, return 2 islands. Kind of does the opposite of what we want to do, but it is draw. The Elvish Aberration is kind of nice too. Helps us ramp to Sundering Titan. The Illusion's probably just worth it. We're already at 6. We only need 2 more mana. It's not like it's gaining us that much when it gets that high. It is forest cycling though, but we'll take the Fathoms here. Hey, rest in peace. I actually might take this because I need this for just different decks that I need to rest in peace in. And there's nothing else to brainstorm. But I'll take the rest in peace just because we are playing to keep, which is nice. And I need a rest in peace. So there you go. Rest in peace. Successful draft. I guess we'll take a bear. This will be an interesting one. We have a lot of 3 drops here. We have about 4 or 5 morphs. Guess we'll take a Primal Clay. We'll see how this little set does. See what this little set does here. Look at this tree, by the way. He's just grumpy looking. Got a beard. Elf's like, I got this cool, by the way, this elf has this like pretty sweet blade. Look at that. It's crazy. We'll take a Twisted Image here over a set. Do we want to be playing these Twisted Images? Maybe? What do you guys think? Do we play these Twisted Images? Is that good in this format? The foil Nettle Sentinel. I'm going to slowly have a playset of these guys. I mean, I guess if we need like some sort of... let's take a Spell Bomb in case we have an opponent that has like some graveyard shenanigans. I'll take the enchantment. Why not? Why not? Why not? Alright. So the question here is... Let's take this land out for a second. The question here is, do we want to be playing Twisted Images? And do we need any epic confrontations for removal? And then what do we want to be playing? Like, Epic Confrontation's pretty good as removal for what we have here. This Nantuko is probably no good. So we'll get rid of Nantuko here. Rancor looks pretty decent on most of our stuff. Most of it's pretty big. I don't think we need 3 Nettle Sentinels personally. That's just me, though. And I'm not really sure about this bear. Kind of tempted to take the bear and Sentinel out. That brings us to 23, and then maybe find room for an epic confrontation. Or maybe 2. Probably don't need like 2 woolies. Maybe 1 woolly out, 1 epic in. That seems okay. The little reach guy's okay. I think this is decent. What do you guys think? What do you think? Accumulated Knowledge could probably be just be another epic confrontation. Or the bear or the Sentinel. Could be Twisted Images as well. I mean, it's going to draw. I mean, I guess Accumulated Knowledge is no different than a Twisted Image at this point, because we only have 1. So we can make that switch. A little more versatile, potential removal. And then Epic Confrontation, and then we can see if we need more of those. as we play. Let's add some basics here, see what it suggests. 6 and 11. It's pretty good. I don't think we want blue suns in here. We talked about having myriad, so we may take out like one forest for a myriad. We don't have too many doubles until we get up into the high ends here, and so if you had 4 mana, you already probably have 2 green possibly. Kind of like all we're doing here. Any last thoughts, or should I run this? Any last thoughts? Nope. Yep. Maybe. Our Sunrain Titan's off screen. Let me pull that over. Pull these 2 cards over. In fact, this Loxodon kind of sits here, so Sunrain Titan's here. I think I like this. Yeah, this feels good. All right, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Play the big green blue beats here. Green blue beats. See what we get here. Okay, let's join. Sleep now in the fire. Oh boy. Oh boy. Part of me sort of wants to keep this because then we basically just draw live to everything. Yeah, let's do it. We're having fun. Uh-oh. Nice. This will be right on curve. And then every turn we draw something. It'll be great. Make a big snake. Make a big snake. That's actually pretty decent. Let's see them play something, please. That way we can get this guy. Ooh, a little island cycling. All right. White. Interesting. All right, we may test the waters here with the Ember. I think we want to. I know that makes the snake 1 less, but I don't want them to counter the snake necessarily. Like that. Oh, you silly opponent. It's like you had it all the time. There we go. Perfect. No rush, so we will get Mr. Snake out here. And he's just gonna grow, grow, grow. Alright, we should be able to hit all of our creatures as we draw them now. Uh-oh. 4/4 and a 3/4. Technically a 2/3. Yes, please. Yes, please. Alright, so I think we'll do a cultivate here. Get an island and a forest. Tapped. There we go. He's a 3/3. This is a really good one too. I don't think we picked up that plummet, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play this guy out. Oh boy. He can hit us for 7 in the air. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's pretty big. We drew another land. That's not very good. Well, we have a blocker. We get to hit for 4. But they can kill us in 2 turns? We really need a way to remove one of these. 3. Oh. Oh. I think we lose. Well, we need to be quicker against our opponent. Alright, let's see here. So I think an epic confrontation could be useful. We did draw all the lands. I'll take an epic over a twisted here. I kind of want this lull for some reason. Maybe instead of a nettle, we'll take a lull as well. Submit it. Alright, let's not draw a million lands. Alright, this looks good. Let's not get flooded this turn. Kinda want to get this cultivate down. Do cultivate now. We'll get a forest and an island. There we go. All right, we're in business. One, two, three, four. I think I just want the Kavu to draw another card here. There we go. This is looking good. We can play this guy out and shenanigans. Court Hussar. We actually get to put a Rancor on this guy. Seems decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's play a Rancor here. If they would like to bounce the one that gets us another land, that would be great. All right. I think we're finally ahead of our flapping bird friend over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The Titan. We can blow up their lens. Fiend Hunter. Well, I guess they get... Okay. I suppose that's alright. Getting in for that 1 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's fine. Just get this guy out while we can. Nice. He could kill these, which is kind of nice. He also gets in for 3 unblockable damage. So looking okay. Pacifism. Ugh. NP numbers. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Well, we can epic confrontation this. Wonder what this morph is. Fathom Seer? That guy? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. What are we doing here? I kind of want my Elf Shaman back. It's like pay to get my Elf Shaman back. That's pretty good. Play the Weaver. Kind of like this. Seems okay to me. Pay 2, get my guy back. Hit for 3. There we go. It's feeling a little spicier. Alright, here's the crow. Well, now we kind of wish we had it still. 4, 5, 6, 7. Play our guide out. Away we go. Little trade there. Little trade there for a draw of a card. We have better things to do at 8 than to pump our creatures. There are better things, even though this probably would win it for us. Yep, epic confrontation, or similar to a prey upon. It's like Fight Club. This is gonna be real sad if we don't get to cast Sundering Titan here. It gets countered. Gonna just cry. Alright. Well, we had it in 2 turns, so with Sundering Titan, we actually could kill them that turn. Okay. Most of the stuff I actually don't want to really Twisted Image necessarily. So I think the Epic Confrontation's good. And then Lull is still not bad because we can cycle it for a bit ahead. And we can use it as a they swing in, we prevent combat damage, we swing back kind of deal. You could have pumped the Unblockable Monk there instead of the Ambassador. It takes 8. We didn't have 8. Alright, I like this with 1 extra land. We're gonna keep it and kind of hope we get it. Gonna kind of hope. Gonna hope. Gonna keep hoping, chat. We have 2 more draws at it. Surely we'll get it. We draw so many lands. The guide. There it is. Alright, we'll be able to fix our mana here shortly. Uh-oh. Are they going to just counter our 3-drop? Nah. Play that card. Morph. Morph. There you go. Cultivate here. We'll get 2 islands. Okay. We'll probably play Kavu next, then the 6/6 here. Gotta worry about this flyer here. Gonna get in for 2. Get to draw a card again. Snake's a little slow here. 6, and then this could be played 7, and then this is 8. This is all possible. So many mana wars. Hitting for a lot here. They're like just tempo. Alright, so we have three things on the ground. We probably need to put up some blockers for that. Maybe 1, 2, 3, we'll cast face down. I suppose one more creature and pass. This kind of feels like whoever got the coin flip here is ahead in this matchup, especially with their tempo plays. We can block 2 things though. This is unblockable here. Alright, they just hit us for 4 here. We can't even do any shenanigans here. I think we're just dead here. I think we're just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could get a Kavu Climber and try to hit our Epic Confrontation. I think that's our only out. Yes, dog? If we hit the Epic Confrontation, we can kill the flyer. Hit a Rancor. Because they just suit this up again and hit for 4. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. They give us an extra draw here, it looks like. I'm a little surprised. Or no, they don't. It just flies over and kills us. Oh, I thought it was 2. Where's our prey upon? Oh, there it was. 2 down. 2 down, maybe we would have stabilized. Oh, close. They had a lot of evasive flyers. That was certainly difficult for us to deal with. Yeah. Their deck with Squadron Hawks would be kind of insane. That would be very, very, very insane. All right, would I like to play it first? Yes, please. All right, let's give it a shot. Give it a shot. I know we don't really have any things to play per se. Oh, there's that Arbor Elf we want. Alright, we're going to probably cultivate and then do this morph shenanigans. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Deadly Designs. Funny enough, we could do what Zale said, is just trigger it ourselves and do some fun shenanigans that way. I mean, we don't have to run any of our creatures out here just yet. Just yet. It's the bat. kind of don't want to. I just want to try that. I want to activate it ourselves. They're like, what is this person doing? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, opponent. Support for support. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. What do you got, opponent? That's a pretty good card. I would like to activate your plot. They see what's coming. They see what's coming. They see what's coming. Looks like I got enough lands here, opponent. It destroys 2 target creatures when it has 5 or more counters on it, so I can get it to activate here. They get to pick. All right, we're gonna do this now before this lands. I don't want them sacking this silly little thing. I'd rather see them sack 2 of these things. And then we can play our stuff. There you go. Oh, imagine that. It has 5 counters on it. Oh, look. You must sacrifice. So it's you to activate. Anybody can do this. When there are 5 or more, you sacrifice it, and if you do, destroy up to 2 target creatures. They cascade into a vessel, it looks like. That's fine. So we just removed a treasure keeper and an arbor elf. And now they get to go find something. He did sack. And he picked 2. I mean, it says you have to sacrifice it. Fluffy the Floofier. Hey, Malves. I'm doing fine. How are you? Oh, darn. Dark Ritual. Alright. We have 6 mana. It's time to actually play Magic. So, I think I want to get this guy out. And sacrifice a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. What are my thoughts on M25? It's fun. Nothing too crazy about it, but it's fun. Let's cast this face down. We can time walk them next turn. Time walk them. Hit for 7, 8, 9, 72. Maybe they're gonna crack the vessel. Good job. I enjoy it because I see cards in it that I'm just like, I played this guy. When I kind of took a very long hiatus and came back, this bat was in my draft. I love this guy. This guy's great. Rancor was in one of the sets where I took a hiatus and came back and played him as well. I've always been a fan of Kavus. This has been cool. Arbor Elf's good. Dark Ritual obviously takes you way, way back. You know, I have EDH decks that had Cultivate in them. Those are some of the newer cards. Some of the older cards that we see as well. Things that are Pauper All-Stars. Even just the splash of equipments and so on and so forth. They're all kind of cool too. Alright, they're going to get their little keeper back. I really don't care about that thing. I guess this is like a loop that they got going on here. I suppose I want to be mindful of the loop. It's got some good nostalgia. I mean, you get cool cards like this that you forget are out there, and you get to play them. and that's kind of cool as well. I'm tempted to play this like face down, Rancor, and like Epic Confrontation or something here. That's what I'm tempted to do. Get rid of maybe this bat. Like if we put this face down and then Epic something here. Let's think here. If we were to Rancor, this makes us a 5. And we could Twisted Image as well. And Epic. Because this would draw. This becomes 3, 4, 5. I kind of like this idea. Like Epic Confrontation, if they do something, we Twisted Image to draw an extra card. So this becomes a 4 F6. Kill the ghoul here. See what they do here. Cool. Let's see what comes off this trigger here. Hopefully no like craziness. Another vessel. All right. So this guy's a 4 4. So my creature's gonna fight it and is a big guy. Right, because mine is going to be a 4 5. Seems fine. Oh, they're sacking more. All right. So that makes his a 6 6. Mine's a 4 5 right now. We'll go ahead and twist it here. So he has to sack completely out here if he'd like to keep it. All right, that seems okay. Not crazy, but okay. That was good. It was good. Not great, but good. I guess this can sacrifice itself to get like the keeper back or something. I think we're gonna have bigger creatures here though. I think Kavu Climber and Arbor Elf's where we want to be next, and then maybe the Dreadmaw. Draw a card, Arbor Elf, and then we can rank or potentially Dreadmaw. Kind of do 2 things at once each turn. Ooh. Ooh. Our opponent's got some synergies here, that's for sure. If we draw a land, we may just like time walk them. This is what, a 5/4 when we attack. Get rid of this thing. Our opponent's got some pretty sweet synergies. Nile Spellbomb feels like it's actually got to come in here. As I say, if Spellbomb doesn't come in, not sure what we're doing. Gets Blood, Bat, and the Ghoul. Those are good options. And the Ghoul. Alright, we do not get a land, so we can't unmorph. Which is a shame. We'll get the Kavu Climber. And we'll probably just play Arbor Elf here. They're gonna kind of have to tap out anyway. So one of these turns we're gonna get to time walk them. Time walk them. Sacrifice the Baloth. JK. JK. I do like what our opponent has drafted though. I am loving it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Our opponent ran out of time round 1. But they've got like all kinds of things they're doing. They're like getting creatures back, getting tokens. Like I said, our creatures are going to be bigger here. They got a lot of ETBs. It's nuts. Alright, I think we're going to play the Colossal. I think I want to untap and Forest and get a Rancor down, and then we can attack in. I feel like I want to attack in, but at the same time I don't. I don't know. I don't know. In we go. They can block with their token, I suppose. We get Rancor back. We'll kill the token. I don't want to put the other card in the graveyard here. Oh, never mind. It's doing its thing. That's right, because you sacrifice it. Baloth. Look at these synergies. This is a delight. Like, so you're asking how M25 is. If I could draft my opponent's deck, yes. Yes. What is this? Hell's Caretaker. It's a rare. So this isn't going to happen very often. Not going to happen too often here. And there's the bat. That thing actually might be the thing that kills us here. There's the ghoul. All right. Well, we can pseudo time walk them here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. We just need 7. Let's hook up the morph, man. Here we go. Hooking up the morph. That's gotta be scary, right, chat? Right, chat? Whoosh. And we get in for, what, 2? It's fine. Kill the creature, get in for 2. Get Rancor back. Let's see here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think what we can do here is we can untap and draw 2 with this morph. We'll draw 2 before that. This is tricksy now, isn't it? Alright, we're going to draw some extra cards here. Alright, what can we do here? Not a whole lot. You can get this big guy down. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 2, not 3. It's not really what I want to do. We play here. So we played that. We morph. How do we want to do this? I think we want the most creatures out, and we need to hook up Rancor here. At the same time, we don't need to hook up Rancor, I guess. Do we want to play this out? Or do we want to get this guy out? Let's face down this guy and let's Rancor him up. And get in for 6. Can we beat our lovely opponent with our slight time walk? Alright, so Baloth showing up. They get some creatures back. Now they can kind of mold their hand to exactly what they want. They're going to get Elvish and Arbor. We have the ability to cast Sundering Titan if we happen to get it. Not sure that's what we wanted to be doing. Alright. Aberration. Elf. Elf. Alright. They're going to sit back here. Hits for 2. Alright. So we can unmorph this for 6. We can Climber. This is a 6/7 if we unmorph it. 2 of these block. We get in as well. If they block with 1 of these, it's an 8. 3 and too much. 3 and too much. We might want to just Kavu Climber and see what we get here too. That means we're not like swinging in though. Let's think here. So if we swing in with a trample, block and block, they take 1 plus 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 4, right? Because this is 8. So that's 3, and this would be 1. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If they don't block with everything. If they don't block with everything, they're dead. They block with 1 Arbor Elf, and then here and here, they're alive. I guess we can see how they block, and then we can unmorph. But then we can't play Kavu Climber. If we don't attack, they have creatures in their hand. I think we just gotta go for it. See how they block. Their fate is in their hands. If they do not block with these Arbor Elves, we win. Alright, they opt to block with everything. Well, we're gonna kill everything, and they're gonna have 2/2 and a 1/1. Whoosh. Very smart opponent. Alright. Can they make enough bodies? Can they make enough bodies to prevent themselves from dying from an 8-7? Big elephant. Look at this guy. He even has a grin. You see that? It's like a grin. Alright. They've got this shenanigans that they can do as well. Alright. Step 1. Get this dude back. Step 2, play Arbor Elf and Stang. Oh. We're getting to do what we wanted. Big juicy creature. Ooh. So whoever asked if there's like ramp, there you go. I forgot Utopia Sprawl's in this set. I need to get that for Green Devotion. Here comes the red mana. There's Stang. Stang. It's a good old-fashioned Stang. Stang Queen. Okay. All right. So we can play Kavu Climber here, or we can play the Ranger. If we attack in, they have 8, they have 14 to block. 14. So that's 10, 6, 1. So they have to block with these 3. They can block these 2 here, this one here. But if they do that, that's 9. Alright, I think Kavu's where we want to be here to see what we draw. We can play Cultivate if we draw, like, yeah, land. Alright. I want to say we attack with everything here. Because it wipes their board again, right? Yep. Stang dies anyway here. Because right when Stang leaves, exile token. When the token leaves, sacrifice. So this is fine. We're gonna lose the Loxodon here. We're gonna do 1 damage. We're gonna technically do 2. We're gonna play Rancor while we have the opportunity to. And then we'll play Forest that threatens more things. Oh, can we do it? Can our big beefy beats? It's gonna sacrifice itself. It's time. They're going deep. Can we beat the recursion here? You don't have, it's not as big anymore. Not as big. We do have a flyer that can help shore this game up. They've got to block 11 damage and then have something to block the Seer. They could also play their Bat, and then they have 3 health. I see why our opponent potentially timed out game 1. Chooses the sacrifice dude and Stang. Alright. Stang coming back. Come on, back here. We want to see that token again. I want to see that token. Bring that joyful token back. In some weird ways, we don't want to kill the bat if they play the bat. Because they can recur the bat. Recur the bat. Chupacabra. Chupacabra. Oh ho! Our opponent. Opponent, calm down. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast. It's a flyer. 5, 3. It's weird because we don't want to put it in the grave necessarily. So we're just going to make blockers and pass. Now they can make their bat. The problem is the bat gets in the way and then the... Ooh, they're tapping out. Synergies are strong here, chat. All right, they're getting the bat. They brought the bat back. So we can block the bat. We don't really want to kill the bat necessarily. So here comes Stang. Oh boy. I'll try to play a little quicker. I believe this is game 1. They're staying. They're staying, man. Some stuff going on here. Look at the twin. Ooh, he has an Entuco. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have enough. 6. This is 8. Can we live a turn? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have to try and live for 1 turn here. We're almost out of cards. We just passed the turn here. It has done its thing a couple too many times here. They're gonna get Ravenous Chupacabra. They're gonna kill this thing. We have to get around the bat somehow to do our 3 points of damage. It's all we need. I like what this deck is doing, though. You have to admire what this deck is doing. And you're going to admire that we're going to have a Nile Spell Bomb post board and just be like, boom. I almost wish we would have picked that second one up now. So this is the key card here. If you can get rid of this card, you're pretty okay. This is gigantic. What is this? Oh! 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 Alright. Some blockers. Alright, we're just going to pass. We have no way to get around the bat. Gonna get Baloth here. Baloth's going to get Chupacabra. This is like wicked synergy here. It's this nasty loop. So we need a way to get rid of this thing. They are at 6 cards, so, you know, if we live long enough to deck them here, it's a thing. We could bring in... So because the game goes so long, we could bring in Blue Sun Zenith and just mill them out. How's that sound, chat? No, they got the bird. Think they got enough here? Just swing? Alright, so how do we do this here? Block. Block flyer. What, double block? Block flyer, block this. We can't take that. So what do we do? Double block here? Something like that. Hope for a way to just kill this. There goes the twin. This guy's big. Just saying. Just saying, he's big. I just want to show it. I just want to show my opponent what they could be up against. Normally I would hide information, but we're going to show them what's up. We also take them off of red. We took him off red, so he can't cast it now. No more staying. Alright. They got game 1. Alright, so what do we need here? The Spell Bomb looks great. Epic Confrontation looks pretty good, and Lul's not bad. These 3 cards look pretty good. What do we not like? 2 Nettles is probably too slow here. And then... I don't know. Tempted to take like a Forest out. This game goes so long. We were talking about Blue Sun Zenith as well. I kind of want to try that. So I need to keep the Cultivates in. What was probably the weakest thing here? Fathom Seer was probably the weakest. And we'll just run 41 cards. Let's do it. Let's do it. Lols, X-Sleep. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All of our followers today, thank you so much. It's been kind of a quiet Wednesday. I do appreciate you guys supporting and following. You will get a notification when I go live. Alright, we have Epic Confrontation. Let's get it going. Let's see what our opponent has. I'm hoping to hit a blue source and hit this snake right on curve. Bam. Alright, Chupacabra. Come after me. Come after me, Chupacabra. Our opponent's playing a little quicker now because they got 8 minutes on their clock. We have 9, so we got to play kind of quick too. Treasure, Baloth, Forest all went to the grave. They're going to play their Arbor Elf heal. It's almost tempting to kill this. Yes, and always. I know it's kind of silly to kill it, but Something's telling me that's the right plan here. Something's just telling me that's the right plan. If this is what they did, they need that mana. Our snake's going to be growing, growing, growing here. Cycles for a forest. Alright, they got their forests. The bat. The bat does not scare us. There we go. Alright, I clicked 2. Good. Twisted image is kind of nice. Oh no, chupacabra. Okay. It's like chupacabra. Alright, I'm gonna just twisted this. Ooh. Epic Confrontation was probably the best card we could have drawn there. Little Weaver. We'll attack with our 7/8. Whoosh. Looks like our deck's doing a little more this game. The Cobble Climber. This is cool. We get in for 2. We can also just kill this. Okay. Opponent gives up. That was much better. Let's just go run it right back here. Ow. that felt pretty good. We hit the island right on curve. The snake went crazy. The snake's a good card. I think we'll keep this hand. Snake's a good card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa, we didn't need that. Except, it's gonna be fun. It's instant speed 2. Alright. Let's get this snake down. Let's get some islands. It's gonna be good. This feels good. Harbor Elf. That's true. Reshuffle. Alright, we're gonna say yes to this and always. So we're gonna gain that little bit. I think here I want to pop this, get 2 islands. So we're good on blue suns. And we'll just attack him. Oh. They didn't block. Alright, blue suns is going to help us out here. Blue Suns is gonna help us out. Depends though, they might have something big here. Almost had him. Almost. So close. Here, we'll flip that for you. Epic Confrontation's good. What do we do here? Epic and Morph probably seems good, because that'll make this what, a 6 whatever, kills this thing. Seems fine. Can't attack in because the 3 damage will get us, so we'll just face down. Oh, we'll just pass. Our snake's big. They may like chupacabra it or something. And we'll feel a little goofy having waited. So we can attack in and pump this 3 times. That's pretty good. Yeah. We're gonna get him. You ready, chat? We're gonna get him. Let's get him. Rawr. Rawr. Deep down, they don't want to double block. Deep down, they don't want to. And if they triple block, oh, triple block. Okay, so we're going to be flipping this then instead. That's fine. Ooh. Oh, the blowout still happens. Oh, I'm so sorry, opponent. Are these your blocks? We have a giant elephant under here. That's fine. Cool. Boom. Morph so strong. This is ugly, says our opponent. Just you wait. Ooh, okay. Treasure keeper. They're gonna chupacabra it. Ooh, Hell's Taker. Okay. Let's go. Go, go, go. Just the one. Oh no, our opponent. They hit a cultivate. It's probably not the thing they wanted to. Yeah, he's asking how many of the snakes I have. I have one. I mean, I have to assume they have one of these, so they drew it both games. It's just a 4+ drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Colossal. I like what their deck's doing. We just came out a lot more explosive. But let's see what they do here. Got some interesting shenanigans about to happen, I'm sure. And we're probably going to be drawing cards to make the snake gigantic. Massive snake. The snake's pretty cool looking too, by the way. This is a solid looking snake. EDH Superstar Snake. We're probably going to Blue Suns anyway next turn just to kind of draw out some cards and figure out how we're finishing this game out. Ooh, 5/5. Okay, so they can double block this so they don't take 1 damage. Double block. They still die. Right? They double block. They block. I could make the snake unblockable. I kind of want to draw tons of cards though. I don't think we lose just by doing this. We'll see. No, I wanted the Blue Suns for 5. All right. Well, we're 1-1 here. Let's go for the final. The final goodness. We wanted to blue suns them. It was gonna be fun. That's why we play Magic. It's for fun. Would I like to play first, please? Alright, well we have Sundering Titan. That's a bit slow. Ghost Ship's pretty good though, and the guide's not bad. We need another blue. Another blue would be nice. Playing against Zibbit. Must be a fribbit. Little frog over there. Zibbit the fribbit. Alright. Well, we're looking for blue mana, but we can play oak here. Get to play oak. Suppose that's good. Mana War. I guess they return our creature. That's fine. Play this guy out. Hopefully it's not another blue-white super tempo deck here. That first one we played was horrendous to play against. Look at that Elf Warrior. Wah! Looks like they're about to kick us. Just saying. We do have the flyer this time. Alright. Exile from your graveyard. Okay. So it just gets something from the graveyard. Nice. Do I attack with this? Sure. They can spend their mana to make a token if they would like. Sure, go for it. 4, we're at 5, 6, 7. We're at 7 mana. So we're kind of on track for Sundering Titan. When a creature dies, sacrifice, and you get create 4/1/1 spirit tokens. Oh my gosh. And it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 we have. I think we just attack in the air and not offer this crazy spirit shenanigans. No crazy spirit shenanigans. Sundering Titan's next. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 more. Oh, that's lame. Now we can't get in. Now we're going to get stalled out here. Okay, just this awkward stall state here. Do we kill this? Nah. We're good. 5, 6, 7. So I can make something unblockable here. I guess 3 damage is more. I suppose 3 is more. We can block the aerial dude. Titan's next. Problem is we get to remove one of our islands. But we're gonna get to cast this big boy. Big boy Titan. Actually, no, we don't lose an island because we picked their island, right? That's how this works. I believe that's right. Mana War, bouncing. Shenanigans. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Becomes a 3/4. It's not really doing anything special here. Ah. Now it's doing something special. A 4/5. That's pretty big. They don't attack. Huh. Wonder why they didn't attack. Alright. Titan's down. Click, click, click. Done. We have a Titan. Hehehe, Titan. Now we can play the guide and make Titan unblockable. That's gonna be fun, right? Those are fine. I'll probably block with an Elf Warrior here. That's fine. That's fine. Less damage. The guide is gonna guide Sidon Titan to victory. Victory! What if we got Rancor? Whoosh. Rancor. Beep boop. Beep boop. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. So we played this out. I think we're gonna just play Arbor Elf in the morph. That was a bit of a shame. A bit of a shame. For 3, 4, 5, 6. How many does this make? 4 1/1s? I think it's time to cash these in here. I think that's fine. It's the hidden elephant. Oh, these don't even have flying. That's not as scary. I thought these would have flying. For 1/1 color spirit tokens. Okay. It's when they exile that they get the flying. Oh. Wait. Target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Okay. Synergies. Ho ho ho. Rancor. Attack. Attack. The Rancor morph. It's kind of gotta make people worried. Whoosh. Big woolly mammoth. The biggest of elephants. The Elephant King. Oh, I'm telling you, this guy looks like he's got like this grin. By the way, I would not mess with an elephant with a gigantic pickaxe. Seems redonkulous. Well, I have to assume our opponent has some way to kill this. So we'll see. It's lethal though. Whoosh. Giant elephant. Ho ho ho. Ho ho. Clever. That's clever. All right, retraction helix wins for a turn. We're gonna play this snake out here. Snake's gonna become a 3/3. A 3/3, a 5/3, and we attack in. Unblockable. So we basically, oh, do we just win here? I think we just win. I'm not gonna even block any of this. I think we just win. Yes, always. Rancor this. This gets unblockable. Play our land out. Swing. They got a path or condemn or something. Nope. Cool. Alright. Nile Spellbomb looks good again. So we'll bring that in. Nettles look bad. We don't ever draw them. Swords is in this set, I think. There is a sword? Oh, sword's the plowshare. I know there's 1 mana white removal. I just couldn't remember which one it is. But I think you're right. I think it's swords. I feel like I want to bring this other Epic Confrontation in here. Maybe even Lull. But Epic Confrontation seems good, and go to the 41 card special here. Seems reasonable. Alright, Spellbomb's good. Fathom Seer is a little awkward. I think we actually sometimes would remove that. Alright, we'll keep. I'm not wild about this hand. Not wild and crazy, but we'll see what we can do with it. I think I want to morph the Fathom Seer for later usage. We do need double green here at some point. Go ahead and morph this down. I'm not going to draw with it for a couple turns here. If it happens to die, it dies. But maybe a little later, maybe by turn maybe 7, 8, we'll flip it. Like I said, turn 7 or 8 here. What do we got from our opponents? Valor. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Alright, so our opponent's trying to just make bajillion spirits and then swing in for mega damage. I'll just cast this guy. No reason really to morph him. Good use of our mana there. Be really good to get the double green. 4, 5, 6. We can play this as well. Alright, they hit us for 4. That's kind of keeping up with us here. Kinda. We have to remember they have a retraction helix somewhere. 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. We could do this and sack. Can return. Let's do this. Sacrifice. Let's go get 2 green. They come into play tapped, I believe. We can flip this and return both of these islands. drawing cards. And we get to actually play that Weaver. Little gush shenanigans almost. Oh, little popper specialty there. I don't think they have a way to just pump their creature here in white. Oh, Cloud Shift will do it. Alright. Makes it a 3/3 and a 3/4. Well, they get my tree. Cloud Shift is nifty here. They got my tree. I think that's fine with us. Retraction Helix? For what? You want to just return this to hand? That's fine. Our opponent says oops. Oops. As I say, no need to Retraction Helix there. Should have done one or the other. Corthuser. Alright. Being as a mana efficient as possible is probably the way we win this one out. Hits us for 4 in the air. Kind of want to block this. Same time, I probably don't need to. So, let's just take it easy. Alright, so we have 6 mana. I think it's just get this guy down. I don't see any reason to do anything else here. A nice big 6/6, and we'll get in for 3 unblockable. We're going to just play the blocking game next. We have a good amount of blockers, and we're presenting quite a bit of damage. I think if we draw lands, Wild Heart's next. Ooh. Make a flying token. Alright. Our opponent's on the enter the battlefield, pump everything plan here. So the Ranger might have to come out here. Or the Ghost Ship to block. My computer's doing weird things. My computer's color is all messed up. Epic Confrontation's good here. My computer's color's messed up. Flux screwed up. It already is a little... Oh, why does it look so goofy? Now it looks all messed up. I use Flux, just real quick. I use Flux to kind of like make it so it's not like ridiculous. I don't know. If it looks goofy, I apologize. I'm gonna have to like reset it. It makes it so that the color's not as bright. And now I'm looking at it, it looks all goofy. I'm gonna have to fix it. Alright, I think, let's see here. I want to get rid of this angel token. I think we do 4 so that we can play probably this big dude here. And then we'll do Epic Confrontation, I think, and get rid of something. I'm not sure what I want to get rid of. I think it's just the angel token, honestly. It could be the Griffin as well and get in for 5, 11, or this angel token here. I think it has to be the angel token. If I make this, it'll have 8, take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They'd have to block with everything to kill. I think I'm okay with that, if they want to do that. Alright, we're going to attack with everything here, because they have to block with everything here. If they don't, I think we get just a lot of extra damage in. Let's do math really quick here. So they block with 3, 4, 5. 2 gets through. They block like here. So 2, 5. This is aggressive. We just need to do this. Math doesn't check out. Oh my gosh, it is bothering me so much, the color of my screen right now. Flux just decided to like die. Alright, so we take them to 1. I guess, oops, we skipped to end step by accident. I was gonna say we could play the spell bomb. I don't see a problem here in this. Alright, so they play crab. Everything gets a buff. We're basically just gonna block because we have the hidden way. I'm not sure there's a way we lose here. But there could be. Play our climber first to draw a card. See if we get the confrontation again. We do not. I think here we just attack with a unblockable dude. See if they have like a single targeted removal here. Okay. They bounce this to make a 4/4 angel. This makes things real big, but nothing's blocking my unblockable still. He's still unblockable. Pretty unblockable. Hey, got it. Got 2 more boosters. Yeah. Nice. We did 2 leagues today and we went 2 and 1 in both of them. Oops, didn't want to hit that. So when you win 2, you get 2 boosters, and when you win 3, you get 6 boosters, which is crazy. If you were to join a league, you need 3 masters and some boosts, or 3 master boosters and 4 event tickets. So we got enough to play another one at some point. Got enough to play another one at some point. Let's see here. All right. Well, with that, I think Flux has gone kind of crazy on me, so I need to reset that. 2, I have a little bit of work I need to do this evening. Work's been crazy this week, so I need to get a couple things done. 3, if you're brand new to the stream or just checked in, followed today, thank you so much. We usually play decks like Pyro Prison and other modern decks. We'll probably play one more draft. We might save that for Friday since we got enough boosters and it'll make it a little bit cheaper. I don't particularly like the idea of just opening the boosters. I'd rather play another little league, and that would be kind of fun with the chat. We stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, not Thursday, at about 6:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's been a little later this week due to life and work. I do try to notify my Twitter if I'm going to be late. I am pretty bad about it, but if I'm not on right at 6:45, it's probably work, and then if I'm not on by about 7, then maybe I've just forgotten to tweet out or something. The schedule's pretty hard and fast though. That's the days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then you're probably asking, what about the weekends? On the weekends, we do a little bit of here and there, but there's no hard schedule. The reason for that is if I get super busy, I need to do some things around the house, be an adult, run errands, or just need some time to relax. Gives me that freedom, but it also frees up you guys as well. You're not waiting around if you're one of those people, you know. Maybe I'll stream, maybe I won't. Try to be nice and flexible on the weekends. But we do usually try to get something in on the weekends is the idea. All that being said, guys, work is calling me. I gotta go do some things. Then it's off to bed. You guys have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed the drafts. And we won't see you tomorrow. Thursday's my off day. We will see you guys Friday for probably a draft and some modern. Till then, peace out. Have a great evening. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Right now at CVS.